A hearty welcome to all FlyByWire and A380 aficionados in the community. As the title suggests, today we'll be taking a look at the latest image preview provided by FlyByWire Simulations regarding their hotly anticipated FREEWARE A380 for Microsoft Flight Simulator, along with their extremely short Discord post highlighting what is to come in the future. On top of this, we also have some news covering the pricing model of the revolutionary ATC and traffic injection add-on BeyondATC. Several of you guys have been wondering whether it's going to be a subscription model, a one-time purchase. All those questions will be answered right here. So with all that said, let's jump right in, but first, a quick note from our video sponsor. Now, long-term viewers of the channel might know that I'm not much of a bush pilot or GA aircraft flyer. I love flying large airliners, but there's always that lingering feeling about how my flight is doing, whether it's all peaceful or if I'm in an uncontrolled nosedive about to kill all of my passengers. Well, with today's sponsor, Awesome Remote, you don't have to worry anymore. Awesome is a free-to-download application software from macOS, Windows, and Android that allows you to remotely control your PC using your phone. As can be seen here, I can monitor my flight, control the cameras, and even move things around as needed without having to be anywhere near my monitor. So log on to the link in the description section of the video to see all of their expanded payment plans, including a pluggable device that can wake up your PC remotely. Once again, that's Awesome Remote, and you can find out more by clicking on the link in the description section of the video. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so being brutally honest, FlyByWire's latest A380X update is relatively short, but still worthwhile to look at. On their Discord, as of a few hours ago, the team shared this stunning image of the cockpit of their A380 looking amazing, along with the following short post. The team says that they've made good progress on the A380X in the last few weeks, namely an integration of their custom-made FMS, together with the appropriate pilot interface in the multifunction display or MFD, the integration of the onboard airport navigation system or the OANS, as well as various improvements on all instruments. Now, this next part excites me a lot, but it says to keep an eye on their YouTube channel for a progress update soon. So awesome news to see that this project is tugging along nicely, and every time FlyByWire choose to showcase their A380X via video on YouTube, they do a pretty thorough job in explaining where the project is at in terms of development, so I expect to see some pretty substantial development updates very soon that we will also be covering on this channel in all of its glory. So if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do so, and also follow us on Instagram and Discord to get all of these updates even faster than I can put them out on YouTube. A lot of times I'll just put out some stories on my Instagram or something like that so you guys can stay up to date with everything that's happening in the world of flight simulation as soon as we hear about it. That all being said, then let's take a deeper dive into this image provided to see what's going on and just how magnificent the A380 looks. Starting with the cockpit textures, they look absolutely fantastic. They're crisp, they're sharp, and realistic, obviously. I've actually spoken to the person behind these textures. His name's Mike, and he's even created a custom texture pack for the default Boeing 747 in the sim, as he's actually a real 747 pilot. His work is truly amazing, and you can clearly see the effort put into the various switches, levers, dials, and screens here. Even the overall color aesthetic of the pedestals and panels looks like the real aircraft in my personal opinion, but I'm sure more knowledgeable folks can correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section down below. Moving on to other aspects of the aircraft, we can see that the FMS is now fully fleshed out, and we can see it being independent on both the captain and first officer's sides as well, so it's clear we'll be getting a high fidelity A380 simulation. As the team mentioned, the onboard airport navigation system, which is proprietary to the A380, is also on full display here, showing an airport map of Sydney Kingsford International Airport in Australia, with the aircraft parked at gate 24. Now, at large complicated airports, this feature will make a world of difference to help navigate the various terminals, gates, and aprons with this large behemoth of an aircraft. The iconic background blue color scheme on the flight control unit or FCU autopilot panel is also super realistic, and I think once again, aesthetically speaking, the team have knocked it out of the park. Finally, in this image, the PFD, MFD, and ECAM screens all look fully fleshed out, with the FlyByWire's FlyPad EFB also now fully included in the cockpit, which I'm assuming will allow for similar functionality as it does on the FREEWARE A380 Neo currently available for the sim. All in all then, super excited about the upcoming YouTube announcement from the team. Hopefully we see all the work done run, but more importantly, get at least some idea of a potential release date for the project. Now, I completely realize that the people working behind the scenes on this project are doing it on their own time and boundaries must be respected, but having some indication of the release date or time would definitely help generate some buzz and excitement in the community as a whole, as I genuinely can't think of anyone who isn't excited to see this bird in our virtual skies. Next up then, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about BeyondATC's rather complicated yet interesting pricing model for the sim. Now, for those of you that don't know what BeyondATC is, it's meant to be a revolutionary AI-based language processing ATC add-on with a custom-built traffic injector within it, allowing for realistic point-to-point operations fully assisted by ATC. Their traffic injection engine, unlike some of the other mods on the market right now such as FSLTL or AIG traffic, doesn't put any load on the simulator itself and is therefore going to have minimal impact on FPS in our sims, so all in all, it's a one-stop shop solution to realistic flying within the simulator. Now, I've covered all of this extensively in this video right here if you guys are interested in knowing more, but naturally, several people in the community have been wondering how all of this would be priced. Will it be a subscription-based service, as a lot of AI-based services are in the real world, or is it a one-time payment? Well, like most things in life, it's somewhere in the middle, so allow me to explain. So upon release, BeyondATC will cost $60. This is a one-time lifetime purchase giving you access to all features and future updates, although some limitations apply that splits this cost into various different tiers. The pricing model is split up in 3 different voice models. You have offline, you have basic, and finally you have premium. Stay with me here as this was complicated enough to understand and even more challenging to explain in a YouTube video. So what do these offline, basic, and premium tiers mean then? Well, the offline voice model generates the ATC voice locally using BeyondATC's custom AI engine that you will be downloading when you first purchase the add-on. The basic voice model uses 100 plus medium quality voices with many accents, and the premium voice model features 250 plus high quality voices with accents from, quote, every country. Now, rather than locally speaking, these latter 2 voice models, which are the basic and premium voice models, rely on an internet connection to generate an AI voice. So you might be wondering then how one gets access to the offline, base, and premium packages. Well, it all has to do with something called transmission time. Yes, as if this couldn't get any more complicated. This transmission time is an arbitrary measure or currency that you can expend every time you use BeyondATC. Now, upon purchasing BeyondATC with that initial $60 I mentioned, you'll get access to 3,750,000 units of transmission time and 6,250 units of transmission time for the premium voice model specifically. Now, to simplify things, if you choose to use the offline voice model, there are no further costs you ever have to bear with BeyondATC. That initial $60 fee will give you the traffic injection features plus full global ATC using the voice generated by BeyondATC's offline client forever. This is promised by them. They will not charge you for a subscription or anything like that in the future if you just want to use the offline voices. Now, as for the basic and premium voice packs, well, they will run out eventually, depending on a variety of factors. Assuming that you use no other traffic in the simulator, basically just you and the sim with the ATC to communicate with, BeyondATC estimates that a flight could cost between 8,000 and 15,000 units of transmission time using the basic voice model. This will increase to 25,000 to 45,000 units while using the premium voice model. Keep in mind that both of these metrics are without any traffic in the sim, which means other aircraft aren't obviously talking to ATC, and ATC is not talking to them. If you do include traffic in the sim, essentially flying with a bunch of different aircraft all getting ATC instructions concurrently, then the range increases to 50,000 to 200,000 units of transmission time used for the basic voice model, and 150,000 to 600,000 units of transmission time for the premium voice model. So you can see how quickly the transmission time units used can continue to rack up if you want to run the sim with full traffic as well as, say, the premium voice model for everyone involved. Keep in mind that when you purchase BeyondATC, once again, you do get 3,750,000 units for free to use based on however you decide to distribute these. So some might be going into basic flights, some might be going into the premium voice, whatever. Now, I know all of this might sound very complicated, and honestly is. I really thought that they would, simplify the entire model a little bit, but according to the FAQ shared on the website, BeyondATC will allow you to customize the settings so that you can use the offline voice model for traffic and basic or premium for the controller directing the traffic as well as yourself. So there is customizability there, and you can save a few more units of transmission time here and there by employing these tactics. The final piece of this puzzle, therefore, is what happens when you run out of these transmission units. Well, here's where that sort of token or subscription model kind of comes in. BeyondATC offers 3 different packages to purchase units again. So for $5, you can purchase 500,000 units, $10 gets you 1,500,000 units, and $20 gets you 3,300,000 units, so almost back to your base amount when you purchase the add-on for $60 initially. You can also continue using the offline voice model, which does not cost any units once again, but features a lower quality audio set than the other voice models. The team once again emphasizes that this model has been chosen to avoid making BeyondATC a subscription service, and there are no plans for a subscription in the future either. So once again, if you pay that initial $60 fee, and if you continue to use that offline model, then you never have to pay another dime to BeyondATC ever again. Now, as much as this might all seem super daunting or even non-consumer friendly at first glance, as many people seem to be saying on various forums and articles, I think there's 2 sides to the coin. AI-based technology is relatively new, and the server costs to house AI use are very high at the moment, so it's not like BeyondATC can indefinitely provide the premium voice model for no charge at all. The offline model already comes with over 100 voices with future updates planned as well, so if you have a massive hole in your pocket, or if you're a content creator or streamer for example, then maybe the premium model might make sense for you. But honestly, $60 for an ATC that's far superior to the base ATC in Microsoft Flight Simulator doesn't sound bad to me at all. On top of this, of course, you're also getting a state-of-the-art traffic injector with little to no impact on your sim's performance, which is a first for those of you that might not know. For more info on this, of course, watch my other video here covering BeyondATC's latest features showcase. And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to the conclusion of our video today, covering both the FlyByWire A380 as well as BeyondATC's rather convoluted pricing model. Do let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section below. With that all said, if you guys did find this video entertaining or informative, please do leave it a like, as well as subscribe to the channel and my other 2 channels that are linked down in the description section of the video as well. Some exciting content will be coming there very, very soon. Until the next time, guys, thanks for watching and thanks for flying by.